This is Shanik from Server 196 in the Wars Alliance, doing a quick video on battle reports, scouting reports, and a little bit of looting in there. So, when you're scouting, you'll send out a scout on the base that you're looking at. You'll get a report back. You want to look at that report. Main things you want to check are how much loot they have. That's pretty obvious. It's really not worth hitting something if they don't have like 2 or 3 million resources of something you need. Then you shouldn't be attacking. You shouldn't be wasting your fuel. Check out how many units they have and their heroes and all that crap. See if they have reinforcements. That's really important. If they have a lot of troops or reinforcements, you have to realize like you do not want to attack. You're going to lose troops. Troops are really hard to replace. They take a long time. So if they have low amount of troops and a lot of loot, they are fair game. You should take all of their loot. This was pretty cool to find, honestly. This headquarters right here, it was full health. That is good because every time you attack them, you take about this much health off. So I probably only got like 6 or 7 attacks in on this guy. And each attack, I'll show you, I got 3.4 million food, wood, and electricity. So that's the main thing you're after anyway when you're trying to build. This happened to be on SVS day, so I found him way out near the border after the SVS battle because he must have been in the battle, maybe shielded, maybe not, and then got ported and just left. Maybe he was angry. I don't know. But he left a shield off with a whole lot of resources. So I took some. The point is that another thing you're trying to do, like I said, mitigate the perished. Because 150 troops for tier 9 takes like 12 hours or like 11 or 12 hours to train. So like you want to make it worth it, like you don't want to loot. Make sure you're looting, like I said, 3 or 4 million or something like resources before you're gonna lose troops over it. And then really quick, we'll go down here and we will look at all of this. So start off hero comparison. Pretty self-explanatory. It just is are your heroes stronger than theirs? The exclusive equipment. Do you have better equipment than they do? Equipment comparison. It's just going to go down the line and it's going to pick and choose all of the things that you need to kind of work on. So like if you get beat by somebody, you're like, wait, I should have won that. Like I was whatever, like I have more troops or I'm higher HQ level or whatever, and you're thinking that's weird. Why did I lose that? Come into here, look at your battle reports, study them, learn about it, learn about the game. This is how you're gonna get better. You understand like it's a mathematical game. That's all it is. It's literally math. I mean, you don't have to be perfect at math or anything, but it's important to understand that's basically what it is. It's a bunch of numbers calculating every time you attack. And I can kind of show that in a second. But we're going to look at this. So you can see he had tier 8, I had tier 9 troops, right? Or level 9, he had level 8. I had more troops than him because I have a higher troop capacity. Another thing I think I forgot to mention is the reason I can carry this much is because I have a higher troop load capacity. So like if you research troop load, that is how much you can carry. If you have something that gives you your hero's troop capacity, that means that you can add more hero or more sorry yeah, troop capacity. It'll add more troops to your march. So like right now, I'm at 2,941. I believe that after a little bit of time, I should be able to increase that to 3K or maybe over. Um, look in here really quick. It'll show you what troops were perished and which ones were lightly injured and all that stuff. So lightly injured, when you're out, let's say you're in a tank and you're driving around in the mud and you're shooting and you get some troops slightly injured. The next battle, those 141 troops aren't gonna be in the battle because they're lightly injured. The only way to get them back in the battle is to go back to your headquarters and refresh and come back out. Now, when that happens too, you're going to have stuff that is seriously injured. Seriously injured is when they're going to go straight to the infirmary or the hospital. So these grievously wounded units will be rushed to the hospital awaiting treatment. And then I'll show you the slightly wounded units cannot participate in fights. So they'll recover automatically when you return to your city. Pretty standard, pretty basic, but a lot of people, again, don't read this stuff. I definitely recommend you, like, check these icons. Every time you see one that you're like, oh, I've never clicked on that, click on it, read it, find out about what you're looking at. So this is pretty, this is like a buff comparison. You can see I'm in the green there. That means that I won all of them. So troop damage resistance all comes from modified vehicle. Because my modified vehicle is better, I have better resistance. Let's see. Troop damage boost. Heroes gave me the most. Modified vehicle gave me a little bit, and then team up is actually so like team up is if I'm I get a damage boost if I'm in a rally, right? So here is another thing here. So troop defense. You can see I won in all of these, and you can see each one has like where it comes from and what it does or where it came from. Like this one right here, extra bonus, I believe, and I'm not 100% on the extra bonus, but I think it comes from like all your little what do you call them, like because okay, sorry, let's just go down the list. So heroes, technology, structure, modified vehicle, structure again. This structure right here is your it's your wall or your here, hold on, I'll show you. It's your formation wall. So you can see it was 22%. I just upgraded a little bit ago, so now it's 23. So these actually do give quite a decent bonus, honestly. Something to look at. Anyway, let me go back. All right. Troop attributes. So yeah, you can see Alliance cities. Oh, I lost in that. And the reason why is because we used to have 10%. Even I would have lost in it anyway. But we just lost our Alliance city. Sad face. Because we had a server war and we lost. Just be careful when you have a server war or in anything. I'm just going to put a warning out there. Don't ever drop below 7,000 troops. Like, just don't. Like, if you're in SVS or you're in Buster Day and you're like, oh man, I just need to do a little bit more fighting, and who cares? I'll rebuild. Just don't. You save at least 2 marches. Anyway, so we don't have a city right now. Our damage increased city. Um, Long story short. So yeah. Anyway, break it down. Combat log. Why it's about math. So math. You can see here. It's literally like uh, launched normal attack. Lost 2,217 HP. Initiated counterattack. Lost 17,895 HP. And it just literally like calculates all this stuff from all of your stats. It's like a giant calculator, crushes them all together and pumps out who won. And if you now, the only upsets I've seen, like honestly, like if your power is like for example, actually I could show you right now probably. Like my power, I haven't done today. What did I do? Anyway, my power is 45.6 million, and let's see, somebody around mine. Okay, so this guy, he would die. Like if I attacked him right now, he would lose. Just is what it is. I'm gonna do that. But what I was gonna point out though is because he had Wings of Dawn heroes. So like, oh poor guy, dude. It's making me attack him again. Anyway, what I was trying to say, uh, this right here, 135, 135. So he like, I have Blood Rose, right? Now, all Blood Rose is nice for me because it gives me a really big boost in troop count because of Olivia's buffs and stuff and her kind of passives. But the downfall is that I still have Vivian in my March, which is a purple hero, which isn't great, right? So technically, this could be the best way to go. Now, where it shines is when you're fighting Wings of Dawn, or so like, boom, there you go, Hero Faction. Check that out right there. So you can see there's kind of like a thing where Blood Rose, which is what my March is weak against Wings of Dawn. So if, for example, I there's a guy on my server where I went up and I had more power than him for like a day in arena. But when I attacked him, I had like a million more power and I was losing. And it's all because of this. When you're countered, you get a substantial decrease. Now, it has to be pretty close, I feel like, for it to work because I've been, let's say, 3 or 4 million higher than somebody with Wings of Dawn, and I've beaten them. So, like, I think it only really matters within like 2, maybe 3 million. But, like, if you're in like 4 or 5 million different range of power, it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference, at least at my level. So, that's the only caveat that I know of where like power fluctuation or like power doesn't actually solve everything. Um, I don't know if in here it has it's like faction bonuses and stuff. Actually, it did. I'm pretty sure. Faction bonus right there. No, I think you would get more, or he would get more if he had, yeah. So like, what's weird is I don't know why he bought. This doesn't make any sense. So like, apparently, Mia is broken right now. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. uh, somebody was talking about it the other day, and they said that like one of her skills did not actually go off for some reason or wasn't working properly, and it was on Reddit or something. But anyway, point is, that is how you read battle logs. You should scout. You should once you scout, you should decide kind of like, oh, is it worth it to attack? How many marches should I attack with? And then once you do that, just go ahead and loot them, and then you get your loot. And this is, like I said, this is where your loot plunder cap is. If you buy the Zint season pass thing or whatever it is, it's the license. You get that forever. So you buy it once, and it increases the amount of Zent you can collect, which is really helpful for research later in the game. And then I believe 400 million is the cap all the way to 30. So like from 27 to 30, you are stuck at a daily loot cap of 400 million. I always hit loot cap on Buster Day, and in SVS days you should too. Like, just go to the other server and grab everything you can. Go with a team if you're worried. Like, uh, when you go with a team, have like 2 people bubble and reinforce you while you loot, or whatever you want to do. Just safety in numbers. Watch out for whales, and read world chat when you're over there, because if they just keep checking it, it's a cool trick. You can just kind of like, if you look, you can look down here where the chat box is. So let's say you're just looting, right? And you're like grabbing loot, attacking, and you see in world chat they post your location. I should probably do it in R5. Oops. There we go. Let's see if I can do that. See, so now if you look, well, you could see it for a second. Now if you look down here, you can see somebody shared. And if you look for your name in world chat, which would be one, or it would be right here, even says world when you switch over to it. If you just leave that open while you're looting and kind of keep your eyes on it, if they share your base, you'll see it right away, because you'll be like, oh wow, look, they're sharing my HQ, and that'll make you know that your time is expiring, because usually if they share it in world, somebody's gonna look at it, or a lot of people will, and that's when like a whale might just pop right behind you while your tanks are out and start annihilating you. So you gotta watch out, watch your back, pull your tanks back and get the heck out of there. So yeah, I just wanted to really go over that, the battle reports, and kind of break them down. I'm trying to think if there's anything else off the top of my head that you should really pay attention to or know. I'm still learning myself in this game, so like every day I'm learning new stuff. There's a lot to it, but you should definitely be checking these from time to time. And you should click on all these little info icons and check them out and read them and try to understand where all your stuff comes from. So there you go, right there. Troop size. That's where my troop size comes from. You can see most of it's my hero level. So keep that in mind. If your hero levels are higher, your troop size is higher. Star level probably maxes out once you get like 800 or something, when you get gold heroes at 5 stars. And then hero skill level, that's probably like, well, yeah, that's skills that boost your troop capacity. And then technologies that can go up, because technology wise, you're gonna be able to boost your capacity here and there by like 20, or I don't know. There's a few researches I've seen where they boost your capacity. And then structure boosts your capacity. What structure boosts your capacity? What structure boosts your troop capacity? I think I've seen it before, but I forget off the top of my head. Unit cap. Da, 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 da. That's troop load. So that's kind of cool. If you want to boost how much your troops can carry every time you attack or go looting, you boost your production center. That's not what I was looking for, though. Well, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm gonna have to redo this whole video. Just kidding, I'm not doing that. Anyway, if you remember or know what it is, post it in the comments. That's the easy way out for me. Anyway, hope this helps somebody. Have a good day. Peace.
Money's the one thing I don't have.
You get paid every week, don't you?
Yep.
So what do you spend your money on?